For them to get out on their fast break if you're pulling the ball out of the bottom of the basket. They are looking to try and get their inside game going. Ellie Stokes, leading scorer throughout the regular season. They're trying to feed her. Drawing the foul on that occasion. Once again, Ellie Stokes getting a touch of the ball early. Three-point shot for Grace Burke. Grace Burke, 10.5 points per game during the regular season, number 11 for Moss Vale. Dialing from distance. Moss Vale doesn't rely a lot on their three-point game, but it's good to see that it's getting going early.
Turnover from Hills, going back the other way.
Current score is 7-5. Hills are up. But once again, powering inside, Ellie Stokes. Now, Lily Kate Bentley, she's been coming off the bench from Moss Vale for most of the season, but she absolutely exploded yesterday, hitting multiple times from three-point range, but doing some damage inside as well. So she got the start today, and quite rightly so.
Yeah,
and
16 points, 4 threes for her yesterday against Springwood.
Yeah, she drew the foul early here and is going to the line for two. Missed the first, but that's what second chances are for. And third chances in this case.
Yeah.
There we go. That's what you like. When you don't see it go through, they give you the ball back. You've got to be happy. There we go. She makes up for that. 1 for 2 from the free throw line for Lily Kate Bentley. It's 7-6. It is a close game. This is 12-0 versus 6-6 over the course of the regular season. There is that deadly three-point game coming again. Leah Fowler, leading scorer for the Hills Hornets, number 12. Dialing from distance. Moss Vale is clearly going to have to try and shut down the Hills perimeter game and take care of the ball. Once again, turnover is a big issue. Yeah. Against most of the teams in this competition, Moss Vale has found that the running game works, but clearly they have met their match and then some with the Hills Hornets. This is going to be a fast game in both directions, so playing to their strengths is not going to be enough. You need to adjust as well. We would just like to, during this timeout, say a big thank you to one of our major sponsors, Spalding. Spalding, the official ball partner to Basketball New South Wales. Visit our online store at www.bnsw.com.au to purchase yours today. Look, 12-6 right now. Hills has just absolutely turned the game in a matter of moments. 5 points in under 30 seconds. Now, it's these momentum shifts, I assume they're characteristic of how Hills plays the game, absolutely blitzing their opponents. Yeah,
forcing turnovers early and pushing the ball in transition is a key part of their offense, and we've seen that today. 6 transition points early.
6 transition points in a quarter is one thing. 6 transition points in 3.5 minutes. Yeah, this is something that they're going to have to do. Defensive transition is going to have to be an issue. Take care of the basketball for Moss Vale is going to be an issue. And also make sure that you're closing out on those three-point shooters. So you don't want to give open shots to a very potent three-point shooting team.
Yeah.
Eliza Ruff starting with the ball on the sideline. Moss Vale resuming the action. Once again, they look to Ellie Stokes early. This is Matilda Spearin. Possibly a bit of a hot potato shot. She did get an open look at the basket, but did she really get her legs under her? That's going to be the question. Grace Burke powering it up. A fantastic offensive rebound from Ellie Stokes. Was not able to capitalise, but once again, extra possessions going Moss Vale's way. Now getting on the boards could be the key. Because Hornets from the side of it, they're not one of the biggest teams in the competition, so if we can get this action happening on the boards, we could have a real contest on our hands today.
Yeah.
Another offensive rebound off a miss. Ellie Stokes once again close to the basket, but just not able to convert it. And that deadly fast break is on the way again. Drawing the foul. Leah Fowler getting the foul, going to the line for 2 shots. Subs coming, number 14, Madeline Lewis sits down for the Hills Hornets. Number 10, Hannah King takes the floor for the first time today. First one doesn't go for Leah Fowler. But she has an opportunity to get a pass mark on this one. And she does. 13-6, Hills up. This is the Waratah Spalding Youth Women's Division 2 Grand Final. So this is for all the biscuits. Talking to the coaches, Moss Vale pretty much, they know that they've got a free swing at this. The expectation is against them, but that means the pressure is off.
Pressure's off.
The pressure's off.
Moss Vale look to push transition.
Caitlin Stone just not able to bring the ball in there. And once again, fast break coming back the other way. Defensive transition. They're walling up at the rim. Foul is called, however. Foul's on number 11, Grace Burke. I would say as much as anything, she was just inside the charge circle there.
Yeah.
So it sort of invalidates her chance of drawing a charge. And moving sideways as well. Never helps. Number 10, Hannah King to the line for 2 shots. Missed the first. Second to come. Defensive rebound for Caitlin Stone. Moss Vale is leaning into a slightly different style now. They're running with 2 centres, 2 of their listed centres at the same time. They're trying to play the size game and see if they can wall up at the rim and get on the boards. But it's very difficult walling up at the rim if they're shooting from the 3 like that.
Number 10, Hannah King. 13.2 points per game in the regular season for her, 7th in this competition, 2nd in this Hills team.
And she came off the bench today, so I mean that is an impact to have off the bench. Potent scoring off the bench is always a fantastic thing. Deep in the shot clock here. Managed to get the shot off, but there was wild. Okay, that is, I'm going to call that a veteran play from number 12, Leah Fowler there. Firing it off her Moss Vale counterpart. Winning another possession for the Hills Hornets.
Offensive rebounds. Travel call.
I mean, it was fantastic to be able to power in and get that offensive rebound in the midst of what looked like 4 Magic players, but the pressure was on there. It's interesting, throughout much of the semi-finals that I've seen so far this weekend, there's been a lot of zone played, but Moss Vale feels that they have to switch to a man-to-man to deal with this potent attack, and they've just got to see if that works. Ellie Stokes taking it into the keyway, drawing the foul. Foul. Number 12, Leah Fowler. Leah Fowler getting a well-earned break. Number 6, Chelsea Lewis coming in to give her a spell. Ellie Stokes to the line for 2 shots. And I would say just from the shooting form, there's probably a little bit of nerves. Like we said, Moss Vale has a free swing at this, but still, these things matter. I mean, grand final is something you remember pretty much for life. So she made the second. And that takes us to a 16-7 score line. Hills over Moss Vale.
Fatigue, I'm sure, playing a part in it as well after a 78-65 win over Springwood yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, Springwood worked them hard. Springwood, I would say, is by far the largest team in the competition. Moss Vale being a running team, it was very much a case of size versus speed, and speed won out in the end, but it was a tough game because The Springwood girls close to the rim, they had the height, they had the shot blocking, and they had the rebounding. So it was very, very much a team effort for Moss Vale to get out and blitz and double team repeatedly and get out on the break just to avoid getting tangled up and stuck in the mud against those very tall Springwood players. Fantastic wall up there from Ellie Stokes, getting the block shot as well, and Graceberg triggering the break. But the defensive transition of Hills is on song. Once again, a turnover, a bit of a panic pass. Able to get the defensive rebound that time. Hills unable to capitalise. But those turnovers, they really need to be reeled in for Moss Vale to be able to compete in this game.
Still seeing the suffocating defense from Hills, not allowing anything.
Ellie Stokes, once again, she knows that the weight is on her shoulders, leading scorer during the regular season for Moss Vale. She takes it in. She had scored 62 two-point field goals over the course of the regular season, 0 three-point field goals, but she made her first three-point field goal yesterday. The and one. Score went down. Foul is called on number 11, Grace Burke. Her second personal foul for the game. Number 10, Hannah King, having a fantastic impact off the bench, the scorer that she is, obviously. 3 points into her tally there. If that sort of award was given, would you say sixth man of the year?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Bench impact is always a massive factor, and if you can rely on that game after game.
Speaking of awards, despite going undefeated, Hills were featured in 0 awards.
It's entirely possible now, I'm just purely speculating, but it's entirely possible because they have such a deep and balanced team. There are multiple players on that team stealing the game by game awards points from their teammates. And look, I think the awards are very much secondary. If Hills walks away with all the cookies today, with the championship, let's call it that. Yeah, it won't matter. I mean, individual accolades are always very nice. And a lot of people say a most valuable player is usually the best player on the best team. But when the best team is so deep, it sometimes is difficult to stand out from an awesome crowd. Offensive rebounds really starting to play a factor for Hills here. Matilda Spearin with the steal. She's been very much a point of attack defender for Moss Vale over the course of the season. She is very good on ball in the open court and sneaky with the pickpocketing. Ellie Stokes being able to get the stop there. The twin towers of Ellie Stokes and Caitlin Stone being able to draw panic shots. And we see another block shot, but it goes back to Moss Vale.
Yeah, Ellie Stokes doing a good job of defending without fouling after fouling out in the semi-final yesterday.
Yeah. Well, it is a tiring game for her. She is sitting down now. Lily Kate Bentley, number 20 for Moss Vale, comes in. Lily Kate Bentley now, she plays big, but she plays big in a very different way. She is more of a stretch big, and if we can see her light up from the three-point line, she could change the shape of the game to some degree for Moss Vale. Yet another one of those turnovers. Very active hands from Hills Hornets. Over the course of the season, do you know of any particular playing style that has troubled Hills over their undefeated season?
Not particularly, no. Their closest game came against St. George, I do know that. Only a 2-point win at one point in the regular season, but that was proved irrelevant after the 43-point win against them in the semi-final yesterday. Yeah,
that was probably a bit of a reminder of everyone's place in the competition. Number 6, Chelsea Lewis previously scored for Hills, and then Matilda Spearin getting right to the rack for Moss Vale. 23-11 at this point. 46 seconds to go in the first quarter. Bit of a rare miscue there for Hills. Yeah. They've been very good at taking care of the ball so far this game, and that is reflected on the scoreboard, obviously.
Yeah.
Both teams are in the bonus, so for the remaining 40 seconds, they're probably going to try and take it inside, see if they can draw a foul and get to the free throw line for some easy shots.
Yeah.
Ayesa Cecilio in for Moss Vale. Smaller, quicker guard, number 4. And yet again, another open shot. Isabel Moran unable to take control of the ball. Hills gets one more shot. They don't want to run off the clock. They see an opening, and number 22, Rianne Roberts, says, 3-point shot, I see the rim, that's mine.
And another turnover from Moss Vale.
Coach Craig Butler is going to have a lot to talk about. Now, this is actually a timeout for Hills, so 5.4 seconds to go. They want to execute one of their end quarter plays, and so they're setting it up, taking the time. Why not? They've got the period of grace. They still have one more timeout for the remainder of the first half, but they want to make this 5 seconds count. Moss Vale, on the other hand, they're going to welcome the timeout coming from the opposition because they've got a lot to talk about. And after 5.5 seconds of play, they're going to have quarter time, and they're going to be talking again.
Yeah.
A lot about what they have to fix. Once again, taking care of the ball, limiting offensive rebounds, closing out on shooters. Now, 15 points up. Hills obviously would be comfortable, but they're not going to be resting on their laurels. What would they be talking about in terms of reasserting themselves in the game?
They'd be emphasising not getting complacent. They know that anything could happen in the game of basketball. As you said earlier, it is a game of momentum. Giving Moss Vale any chance that a couple points in a row could swing this game in their favour. Three falls
defensive
short.
Rebound there. Once again, it was a well-executed play to get that open 3-point shot because Hills has shown their credentials from the 3-point line. Moss Vale once again allowing an open 3-point shot. Now, lucky for Moss Vale that it did not go down, but work to do.
Yeah.
Just during quarter time now, it's 26-11 in the first quarter. We would like to thank one of our major sponsors, GTK. Basketball New South Wales would like to thank GTK, the naming rights partner for the Waratah Wheelchair League. No challenge is too great with GTK, the leaders in assistive technology solutions. Get in touch with them today at www.gtk.com.au. Now, okay, Will, I'm going to put you in Craig Butler's shoes, the coach of Moss Vale. What would you be using this 2 minutes for? Would it just basically single messages, or do we need to patch all the leaking ship?
All the leakings need to be fixed right now if they want a chance at coming back in this game, particularly taking care of the ball, as we said. So many turnovers that have allowed Hills to get easy points down the other end. On offense, having a bit of trouble getting into some sets because of that suffocating Hills defense. So I'd be stressing the importance of taking our time and finding the right shot.
Yeah, Hills has definitely been using their bench, and as a result, they always have fresh and energetic players out there to play that manic, chaotic style of defense. And I say chaotic with absolute respect because they make the game very difficult just to run through, because it's all well and good for coaches to run through their X's and O's on the whiteboards, but if the players can't get to their spots, if the players can't see their teammates, if the players don't have those passing lanes because of the energy that Hills is putting through, quite often you'll find that teams then just have to improvise on the spot and break out of their sets. We're coming back to the second quarter. 10 minutes to go in the first half, 26-11. Hills in the lead in this Waratah Spalding Youth Women's Division 2 Grand Final. A solid attack by Matilda Spearin at the rim, but unable to get it over the hoop. And the scoring machine, once again, number 10, Hannah King, making an early impact. On the whole, I've got to say, Hills look like 1 through 4 spot, a very switchable team defensively as well, which really does help that
absolutely.
pressure defense in the half court. As foul is called on Matilda Spearin for Moss Vale, number 12. Blocking foul there, just not able to get onto that basket defense position. That is, of course, defensively what we call the captain position. Captain and the nail, the 2 split line defensive positions that you want to see taken care of. But if you sink into that charge circle, you're going to find that it's very difficult to get a call.
Yeah, misses both there. Number 13, Sophie Taggart.
I've got to say, it's been a very nervous game from both teams from the free throw line, because we know over the course of the season, these teams have been able to make their shots. We know that they're free throw shooting teams and they can do it. It's just possibly the weight of the occasion. Matilda Spearin taking it in, and Ellie Stokes getting the offensive rebound, just unable to get the putback. Matilda Spearin again with that foul. That is her second personal foul, Matilda Spearin, number 12 for the Moss Vale Magic.
Matilda Spearin, your Defensive Player of the Year for the Waratah Youth Women Division 2.
Yes, as I said, she's been a very good point of attack defender for Moss Vale over the course of the season, but now with 2 fouls, with 8:17 to go in the first half, she's probably going to be a little bit hesitant. That was a 3-point shot. Guess who it was by?
Number 10, Hannah King.
Hannah King. We're saying that name a lot. She's really starting to trouble the scorers, getting them to keep up with her scoring output. Now, obviously, Leah Fowler, number 12 for Hills Hornets, has been the leading scorer over the course of the regular season, but you can see just what a potent attacking force that number 10 Hannah King is. Eliza Ruff looking to take it on her shoulders, trying to get inside. Fantastic walling up around the rim. Ellie Stokes getting into a tussle for the ball and unfortunately losing it for the Moss Vale Magic. Jump ball called, possession arrow to the Hills Hornets.
Great interior defense from the Hills Hornets there, not allowing anything.
Yeah, it's getting suffocating towards the rim almost. And when you consider the pressure that they're putting on at the perimeter, they're very quick to double down and really stymie the Moss Vale interior game. Lily Kate Bentley under some pressure there. Eliza Ruff coming to assist. Yet again, we've got one of those jump ball tie-ups. This time the possession arrow goes with Moss Vale, but it is just so difficult even to get the ball into the paint. 2 feet in the paint right now is proving very difficult. Maybe the post-up game is the way forward for Moss Vale.
First foul for number 9, Casey Roberts.
And I would say, once again, from the depth of Hills, foul trouble is never going to be a big deal for them because what they can rotate off their bench always means that they have fouls to burn without having to worry about losing key players for too long. Moss Vale is now very aware of the potent attack of Hannah King, so they're trying to put the heat on her.
Oh.
Did I just mention Hannah King?
Yep.
Did I just say Moss Vale was trying to stop her? They didn't succeed. Offensive rebound again for Ellie Stokes. Unable to get the basket, but drawing the foul. She's been very good on the offensive boards today. Foul on number 22, Rian Roberts. Ellie Stokes getting back to the line now. Getting to the line is all well and good. We've got to make some free throws here if points are going to start flowing for Moss Vale. Once again, those free throw shooting yips that we've seen from both teams over the course of today are raising their head. Makes the second. We'll call that a pass mark. 50% from the line on that particular trip. Lily Kate Bentley takes a break. Grace Burke returns to the floor for the Moss Vale Magic. Moss Vale very lucky, giving away another wide open three-point shot, but Hills unable to capitalise on it. It looks like Moss Vale has emphasised more of their interior defence there. It looks like they're going to have to live with some of these open three-point shots because they are coming from everywhere.
Yeah.
From Hills.
Turnover from Moss Vale and then a foul on number 10, Eliza Ruff.
Yeah, but Moss Vale had a few turnovers yesterday in the semi-final against Springwood, and with all due respect to Springwood, a turnover against Springwood is not quite as deadly as a turnover against the Hills Hornets. Forcing the ball baseline, Grace Burke, good perimeter defense there. Number 7, Abigail Hunt, staying in front of her player and forcing the travel. Yet another one of those turnovers. Moss Vale really needs to get into some sort of cross-screen action on the inbound pass just to free up players, because right now when they're just running away and spreading the floor, these big long passes, they're getting picked off because they're getting tracked like as if there's a radar on them. Once again, very lucky not to get the turnover there. A deflection out of bounds. Coach Lachlan Hudson from the Hills Hornets, he's going to be very happy with even the deflections, because although the deflection doesn't win possession for you, the deflection really does throw the rhythm off of your opponent.
Yeah. Hannah King doing it on both ends.
Yep.
Drawing the illegal screen there.
Yes, offensive foul called on Ellie Stokes. Called a moving screen. The idea was right. They need more screening action to get their players open, but you've just got to make sure that screen is set. Ellie Stokes is now going to have to sit down, and in comes Phoebe Leary, number 9, to take the centre spot for the Moss Vale Magic. Phoebe actually had a very good game yesterday. Made an impact off the bench.
In for the Hornets as well, number 12, Leah Fowler, and number 20, Abby Houseman.
Leah Fowler coming off the bench. There's no rest for Moss Vale there.
No.
Matilda Spearham being able to actually break through the press and get herself open for a jump shot. 2 more points for number 12 for Moss Vale.
First field goal of the second quarter for Moss Vale.
Yes, well, that really brings us to a score update. There's 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. 35-14, 21-point lead for the Hills Hornets. And it's time to talk about it again. Now, it's a 21-point lead. Will, you're coaching Moss Vale Magic. What are you saying at this point in time in the timeout?
I'm saying that we got to worry about those three-point shooters. Hills continue to make them pay from beyond the arc.
Yeah.
And then it just comes back to the turnovers. We've seen too many turnovers continuing into this second quarter.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to need to really work on those hard closeouts on the three-point shooters and then help when that three-point shot turns into a fake and then a drive, because you don't want to be caught inside that charge circle for a blocking foul. You need to make sure that your help rotation is there, so if the three-point shot turns into a drive, then you at least have a chance to stymie it and force that extra pass. You force that extra pass, there's always a chance you can get a steal and a hand on that ball, but open shots, it's easier said than done, of course. I mean, Hills is undefeated for a reason, and but you've got to play the opponent that's in front of you, and that's what Moss Vale face, and so they've got to work and adapt to this. This is where I think Moss Vale really needs to work on their inbound passing, because Hills is spreading the floor, and Moss Vale really needs to tangle up that defense with a cross screen or something like that, just to get themselves open, just to get clean catches, clean looks, and get into their offense. That time, they got a shot. It didn't convert, however. Wide open shot for Hannah King. Doesn't go that time. Bit of a reprieve from Moss Vale, who then get the turnover.
That's the first time I've seen her miss, I think.
Matilda Spearin getting her head down, getting to the rim and drawing the foul. Fouls on number 5, Alana Ellis, the leading three-point shooter for the Hills Hornets. Matilda Spearin to the line for 2 shots. Once again, first shot unfortunately does not drop for her.
Hills look to push the other way.
Now, obviously, with this 21-point lead, Hills is very comfortable. Not, like we say, not resting on their laurels, but the thing is they can feel more aggressive. They're not second-guessing themselves. They see an opening, they see a pass, they take it. And there is a three-point shot. Number 5, Alana Ellis, the leading three-point shooter, like I flagged earlier on. And beautiful creation there. Number 12, Leah Fowler, getting the assist on that feed out. When your leading scorer draws the defense and kicks it to your leading three-point shooter, that's what you call a perfect offense.
Yeah. Hannah King taking a well-deserved break.
Been making a major impact off the bench.
Immediate full court pressure, forcing another turnover.
Yes, getting the ball stuck on that sideline there is always very dangerous. You want to try and advance the ball up the middle of the floor, because it gives you multiple options. You can pass right, pass left, dribble right, dribble left. You go against that sideline, you can get walled up by an opponent that is just a piece of paint on the floor. Grace Burke taking it on herself, taking it down low, pulling up, short 2-point jump shot, goes in. Welcome points for Moss Vale. It's currently 38-16.
Great off-ball movement.
Leah Fowler drawing another foul. That foul is on number 7, Abigail Hunt. That is her first personal foul. Isabel Moran takes a break, going a bit taller now with Caitlin Stone coming in, number 3 for Moss Vale. And Leah Fowler to the line for 2 more free throws. Let's see if we can see back-to-back makes. Not this time. Not this time. It's going to be in it. As Leah Fowler goes to the line for the second shot, looking for that 50% pass mark. It goes down. That is down. One thing, regardless of the scoreline today, 39-16 as it is at the moment, a credit to the Moss Vale girls, because Moss Vale hasn't actually had a Youth League women's team for at least about 10 years.
Yeah.
So this team has just gotten put together this year. This is the first Youth League women's team in ages for Moss Vale, and to make a grand final building a team from scratch. Now obviously their junior program has contributed to this, but to build into here and to be here on the grand final stage in that first year of putting this team together is credit to them. And the coaching staff have led them admirably through the season. And I'm sure they'll come back hungrier next year after this grand final experience. Number 20, Abby Houseman, making the second from the... Did she make the first?
No, it was an and one play.
Oh, it was and one play, of course. 42-16. Hills Hornets currently leading. Feed inside to Phoebe Leary. Bit of a wild shot there. Defensive transition does pay off this time. Elite defender Matilda Spearin gets the steal. Feeds for a jump shot that unfortunately does not go. Alana Ellis taking a tumble there, but able to get the ball still out on the break. Fantastic ball movement. Fantastic ball movement. Number 20, Abby Houseman with the finish there. If you've got that many people running their lanes and hitting their spots on your fast break, it's very difficult to stop. There's too many options.
Great wall up.
Abigail Hunt with the throw up there. Out of bounds. Hills ball. 1:36 to go in the first half. Both teams are in the bonus, so we may be seeing a parade of free throws for the remainder. They're getting on the closeouts a little bit better against the three-point line. Leah Fowler with a nice step through on a dead ball move. Didn't quite pay off. Magic trying to get some action on the fast break. Phoebe Leary throwing it up. Caitlin Stone with the offensive rebound. Close but no banana. It's going to be a Hills ball, just over a minute left to go. 44-16. Hills up on Moss Vale.
Both teams in the bonus again. We saw that in the first quarter as well.
Yeah, you've got to say that if foul trouble plays a role in this game, it's going to be more of an issue for Moss Vale than it is for Hills. Wide open shot for Alana Ellis, leading three-point field goal maker for the Hills Hornets. It didn't go down that time. Yeah. Moss Vale's got to be happy about that. Foul is on number 12, Leah Fowler. That is her third personal foul. I was speaking about foul trouble. That is a slight worry, but at this stage of the game, scoreline being what it is, I don't think head coach Lachlan Hudson is going to be losing too much sleep over the current situation. Once again, that free throw line is proving a bit of a bogey. Matilda Spearin, 0 for 2 on that particular trip. Hills really looking to drive in because they know that they're in the bonus. Oh.
Short.
Making a lie of me. 3-point shot. Now there's another foul. Bit of a ticky-tack foul. Number 8. Sophie King for the Hills Hornets. That is going to be a couple of shots for Abigail Hunt from Moss Vale Magic. Now, free throws are all well and good. We've just got to make some. And a lesson from this game to all the young kids, aspiring basketball players watching right now. If you arrive to training early, you're waiting for the coach or your other players to show up, grab that basketball, head to the free throw line, get some repetitions up. Free throws really do change the complexion of a game. We have 6.5 seconds left to go. Another three-point shot, number 14, Madeline Lewis. When it rains, it pours. Halftime score, 47 to the Hills Hornets, 16 to the Moss Vale Magic. Now, the Moss Vale Magic, we know that they were coming in here as underdogs, but they still want to make sure that they leave with a good taste in their mouths from the overall experience. So, after that first half, I would say the pressure's off in terms of expectation.
Absolutely.
But we're going into the halftime sheds. What would Moss Vale be talking about? What would they be discussing? Are they talking fineries, or are they talking about just personal pride?
I reckon they're talking about they want to come into the second half and they want to walk away winning the second half. So they want this this deficit to at least be cut down. That quarter only scoring 5 points from 11 to 16 at halftime. Got to be better offensively, and then got to limit Hills defensively. It really is a holistic effort needed to bring them back into this game.
Yes, well, once again, we would like to thank one of our major sponsors, iAthletic. iAthletic is the official partner for Basketball New South Wales high performance programs and apparel. Head to our online store at www.bnsw.com.au to check out some of the apparel on offer. It is 47 to 16 at half-time in this Waratah Spalding Youth Women Division 2 Grand Final. We have 2 more quarters to go. Fantastic basketball we've been seeing all weekend, and make sure you check throughout the YouTube channel. Many games taking place this weekend for you to watch the live streams or the replays for. We will be back with you in a few minutes' time for the second half of the Waratah Spalding Youth Women Division 2 Grand Final. 47 to Hills Hornets, 16 to the Moss Vale Magic. It's a big welcome back to all family, friends, and basketball fans who are following our coverage today. I'm Nick Godsill. I'm joined by Will Sumner. With 2 minutes to go before the third quarter, we're just going to go through some of the first half stats. Will, who are some of the leading lights that we've seen in this grand final?
Your leading scorer for the Hills Hornets, no surprise, is Hannah King, 16 at the halfway point, as many as Moss Vale as a team. Alana Ellis also contributing with 10, and Leah Fowler with 7, but with 3 fouls as well for her, the only Hills Hornet in foul trouble.
How about the foul trouble for the Moss Vale Magic?
Moss Vale, Eliza Ruff and Grace Burke, 2 integral parts of this team, both on 3 fouls at the halfway point. Grace Burke leading the scorers for Moss Vale with 5. Oh no, apologies. Ellie Stokes leading with 6.
Yes, well, Eliza Ruff and Grace Burke, both double-figure scorers during the regular season for Moss Vale, and having them in foul trouble, that is going to prove a bit of a hill to climb. Just as we're coming in with 1 minute left to go before the third quarter, we'd like to thank another one of our sponsors, Ford Aussie Hoops, our national learn-to-play program for basketball players aged 5 to 10. Head to www.aussiehoops.basketball to learn more. And just in general, anyone out there who's looking to join a team or get some shots up, head to www.bnsw.com.au to find out where you can play. And don't forget to follow Basketball New South Wales on all your social media pages today for the latest news. And whether you are or would like to be a player, coach, official or fan, there's a place for you in our basketball community. Check out www.bnsw.com.au to see all the available programs on offer. Basketball's everyone's game. Here at Basketball New South Wales, we celebrate diversity and are committed to providing a safe, supportive and welcoming environment for all players, coaches, officials and spectators. The players are returning to the court, second half. Pressure's off on Moss Vale. Let's see if they can run and gun and have some fun. What would Coach Lachlan Hudson be saying at this point now? He has got a 31-point lead to play with. What do you say to your team at this stage?
He'd be stressing, just don't get complacent. The game's not done. We've still got 20 minutes of ball left to play. And let's try and win by as much as possible. Let's make a statement.
It's a grand final. Do you think he's going to run his bench and try and even out the minutes, or is he going to go with what's working and reward those who are having a good game?
I think he'll do what's best for the game. I think he'll play those who are playing well, even if that's the end of the bench guys.
Matilda Spearin restarting for Moss Vale here. And already that pressure is up the court. Moss Vale looking to get the ball in the paint early. Ellie Stokes gets a very good shot at the rim. Offensive rebound to Eliza Ruff.
Unrelenting defensive pressure from Hills continuing into this second half.
Leah Fowler back on the court despite the foul trouble. Gets her own frap-doodle from behind the backboard, doesn't go in, but gets her own offensive rebound and the putback. Leah Fowler just easing herself into the game, leading scorer during the regular season for Hills. Just starting to get a feel for it now, up to 9 points for the game. Once again, turnover for Moss Vale. Really got to get on top of this. It's a bit of a contrast. Moss Vale is having trouble getting the ball past the 2/3 mark of the court to even get into their offense, whereas I would say that Hills is able to get inside the three-point line without a lot of trouble and then play from there with their penetration and kick game. On the floor. Eliza Ruff, when the going gets rough, the rough get going. She's not going to give up. She's not taking it lightly. Number 6, Luca Hare, is also on the floor for Moss Vale for this beginning of the second half. Defensive rebound for Lily Kate Bentley. Out of bounds. Whose ball was that?
I believe the ref favoured the Moss Vale Magic.
Moss Vale Magic. Okay, Magic ball. So that hustle, throwing yourself on the ground, getting after it, it pays off. Now it's just a case of Yes, they're going into a cross-screen action to get their players open from the inbound pass. Obviously something they talked about at half-time. Luca Hare kicking it to Ellie Stokes, who's going to attack from the top of the key.
Great wall
Fantastic wall up from Abby Houseman, just saying no at the rim. And number 5, Alana Ellis, the three-point shooter, getting it done right at the rim as well, off the easy dish. Really looking to pound it into Ellie Stokes at this stage. And I think Hills is aware of that. They're not allowing her easy catches in the paint. Alana Ellis with the block shot, taking Matilda Spearin by surprise from the side. And here's this ball movement again. They're pinging it around the outside. Wide open three-point shot on the baseline. Lily Kay Bentley with the defensive rebound. But once again, it is a slog to get the ball up the court for Moss Vale. Getting some screen action happening, but the deflection. Fantastic hands from Abby Houseman, number 20 for Hills. Taking it coast to coast, LA to Chicago. Pushing out the lead 53-16.
Great Euro step, freezes the defender. Good finish, and Hills gone the other way.
Leah Fowler with the easy assist from number 14, Madeline Lewis. Just a layup at the rim, running the lanes, getting in the open court. Abby Houseman called for the foul that time, but once again she is giving Ellie Stokes absolute nightmares in terms of getting a catch from those entry feeds.
Leah Fowler now entering double figures with 11 on the game.
Ellie Stokes taking a break. Grace Burke, one of the team leading scorers, coming back into the game on 3 fouls, but at this point, throw caution to the wind. Eliza Ruff posting up. She's had some action and had some success in the post. That particular time, however, the feet moved before the ball did travel. Now, Coach Craig Butler, he's probably going to be lamenting that. That was way too easy penetration straight into the paint for a dish. Your point of attack needs to be a little bit stronger. A good feed to Eliza Ruff, unable to convert. She got a good shot at the rim, just didn't go in. And now she's hustling. Double team, bit of a blitz in the corner, but Hills is able to navigate it, kick it out, and once again, open three-point shot for the leading three-point shooter, Alana Ellis.
Up to 15 for the game, Alana Ellis.
And Alana Ellis has played very well, and I just get the feeling she hasn't really broken a sweat to do that 15 points. And here she goes again, another wide open shot. Bang, bang, bang. Bang, bang, shang-a-lang. Alana Ellis showing her class from the three-point range. Moss Vale, of course, not a prolific three-point shooting team. The leading three-point shooter over the course of the season was Matilda Spearin. She made 11 three-point field goals. They would take their three-point shots, but it wasn't their favourite style.
Lee Fowler really coming into scoring in this second half.
Yeah.
Up to 16 for the game as the lead grows to 50, 66-16 in favour of your Hills Hornets.
For season leading scorer Leah Fowler for the Hills Hornets. Yeah, the only thing that was really holding her back in the first half was minutes due to that foul trouble. But if she gets a look at the rim and if she gets these minutes in the second half, she could rack up some real numbers. Moss Vale ball from the baseline. We have subs here. Lily Kay Bentley taking a break. Caitlin Stone returning to the floor to man the middle for Moss Vale Magic. Eliza Ruff dialing from distance. It falls short, triggering the break again. A bit of a wild outlet pass, but when you are up 66-18, as indeed Hills is, why not have a go?
Yeah.
You see someone out there, kick it ahead, see what happens. Matilda Spearin taking a break. Ayesa Cecilio returning to the floor for the Moss Vale Magic. It is at this stage a 48-point lead. On the positive side for Moss Vale, they have no fouls for this quarter. Eliza Ruff dealing from distance again. This time it goes down. Eliza Ruff, three-point shot. The team is now up to 66-21. 66-21. The comeback is on. Defensive rebound. Get the stop there without a turnover. Caitlin Stone gets the ball on the break. Eliza Ruff leading that break, but there is that turnover. Number 20, Abby Houseman. I've got to say, I am pleasantly surprised by Abby Houseman's defense. Just in terms of her versatility. She has been wrestling down low to stop the Moss Vale bigs from getting catches, but she's got very good hands in the open court as well, forcing deflections, turnovers, and general frustration for the Moss Vale Magic. And there is self-same Abby Houseman again with the kick out. Didn't quite get it, but they're getting open shots. They just take these shots. Some of them are going to fall, and it's just flowing for the Hills Hornets. Moss Vale looking to get it in, and that relentless pressure is up the floor. Number 8, Sophia Thompson, bringing the ball up under the pressure of Alana Ellis. Gets it to the rim, but Alana Ellis is triggering the break. Layup for number 14, Madeline Lewis. Hills is really into the run and gun and have some fun mode.
Madeline Lewis up to 5 for the game. Another transition look for Hills.
Number 8, Sophia Thompson, unable to make it. Number 12, Leah Fowler, pleading with the referee about the contact, but Moss Vale regains possession. They're looking to ping it around the outside. See if an angle opens itself up. Good aggressive drive from Grace Burke. Ultimately, the shot was wild at the rim, but it did get an offensive rebound for Caitlin Stone, who then draws a foul because otherwise Hills was going to allow an absolutely guaranteed 2 points. Caitlin Stone gets herself to the line. Now, let's see if the second half is more fruitful from the free throw line for both teams. Let's see if the second half of those 2 free throws is more fruitful from the free throw line for both teams. Yeah.
0 of 2 from Caitlin Stone.
It's possibly frustration playing a role in this case. Eliza Ruff taking a break. Isabel Moran coming on for the Moss Vale Magic. I think at this stage what Moss Vale needs to remember is the fun of the game of basketball. Now obviously fun is doing something you enjoy very well, as Alana Ellis shows. She's having a lot of fun from the three-point line today. But if Moss Vale allows the frustrations to pile up, it's just going to make things that much more difficult. The muscles are going to tighten, the elbows are going to get a bit creaky on those jump shots. They've just got to find their flow and keep their heads up. If there's a missed shot, just basically move on to the next play. Get to the offensive rebounds or get into defensive transition. Don't drop the head, don't roll the eyes, just get into the play.
Alana Ellis up to 21 points and 5 threes in the game.
There's that much needed cross screen that they needed in the first half to get the inbound pass. Unfortunately, wild pass there from Caitlin Stone, triggering the Hills Hornets break. There's a name we haven't said for a couple of minutes. Hannah King back on the scoreboard again and making a serious impact.
18 for her now. minute 20 left in this third quarter.
73 to 21, yes. Grace Burke with the conversion. She gets the 2. She's going to the line for the bonus. 73 to 23 right now. It is a 50-piece, but once again, Moss Vale has had a tremendous season to get here in the first place. This is a team that was built from scratch, just coming from the junior program, and they have had an amazing season to get here, second in the regular season, and worthy grand finalists. But obviously we can see that they need to build year on year to follow this mighty Hills program. Foul is called on number 14, Isabel Moran. 1 minute 8 to go. 3 fouls to the Hills Hornets, 2 fouls to the Moss Vale Magic. Not in massive danger of any getting into the bonus. Number 5, Alana Ellis. I think we mentioned her three-point shooting prowess, and there it is again.
Her 6th in the game.
She is dialing from distance. Another turnover for the Moss Vale Magic. And Hannah King once again looking on the attack, getting the kick out to Alana Ellis. Moss Vale ball, looking to advance the ball. Number 8, Sophia Thompson, bringing up against pressure. Solid screen there by Isabel Moran. Trying to get her teammate open. Ball is burped up again. Hannah King triggering the break, taking it all the way. Doesn't get it that time. Very physical defense by Moss Vale there. Grace Burke triggering the break the other direction, but Alana Ellis taking possession. It is really end-to-end basketball right now. Hannah King with yet another shot. Hills are giving themselves plenty of opportunities at the rim, and it's been paying off over the course of this game. Grace Burke firing on the buzzer. Doesn't go right now. 1 quarter to play. It is 76 to 24. Hills. Look, I am going to make a wild, crazy prediction, but I think we're seeing a Hills championship here.
I think so too, yes.
Yeah. No, it is heading in that way. Once again, I've got to say absolute credit to the Moss Vale Magic. They haven't had a Youth League women's team for well on a decade, and this has come together. The coaches and the organisation have worked behind the scenes to pull this team together, and the junior program has fed this team very well. They have looked magnificent over the course of the season against a lot of teams in this competition, but they've well and truly met the cream of the crop here. A little, if we're to ask some reflections from how would Coach Lachlan Hudson be feeling about this season?
He'd be so happy with how these girls have gone, undefeated through the regular season, comfortable winning the semi-final, and what's building up to be a comfortable grand final victory.
And of course it is a home court game for them, so they're getting to do it in front of family and friends.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a huge factor, something that these girls will remember for a long time to come.
And of course it's also a big shout out to all the family and friends of the players, coaches and staff who are watching on our coverage here today. Thank you very much for joining us and watching this magnificent weekend of BNSW Hoops semi-final weekend, the pointy end of the season. Glory awaits for so many teams. Moss Vale's going to restart in the final quarter. Phoebe Leary gets the start, and she goes for the first shot of the quarter. Baseline short corner, doesn't go, but Moss Vale gets the ball back. Sophia Thompson restarting from the baseline. Isabel Moran looking to try and create a shot. Hits the apparatus. Hills ball. But you miss every shot you don't take. So this is, if anything, this is, I think, how Moss Vale should play. Shooting without fear. Shooting without fear, shooting without consequence. Just get those shots up. If you like the look at the rim, that's your shot to take. Obviously, if you're being triple teamed, that's the time to move the ball. But let's see if they can finish out their season strong in this final quarter. Three-point shot, number 6, Chelsea Lewis from the Hills Hornets. Absolutely dialing from distance throughout the whole team. So many contributors from the perimeter. Three-point shooting is a big part of the Hills Hornets game and a big part of their success.
It'll be interesting to see at the conclusion of this game how many threes Hills have hit throughout the game.
Yeah. We have a free throw sighting. Sophia Thompson makes the first of 2. Congratulations. That foul, I believe, was on number 4, Chloe Kralinski. Phoebe Leary was going for the offensive rebound there, managed to secure it again for Moss Vale. Sophia Thompson restarting from the baseline. And there again, once again, shooting without fear. This is where I believe Moss Vale needs to go just for this final quarter. The hustle, the heart and the desire. It is a 54-point margin. People are still diving on the floor like they want the ball. I mean, that is credit to both teams.
Yeah, you love to see the continued effort despite the scoreline, especially from Moss Vale.
And of course, we got to remember that at a stage of the game like this, there are players who are on the floor who maybe don't get that many minutes during the regular season, during tight games or close contests. This is their time to shine. This is their time to show what they can do for next year and how they can build into the program, because obviously with Youth League, at some point, the veterans are going to age out and the younger players have the opportunity to step up. This is where you show what you can do. Every minute on the court counts in some way for each player's career. Ayesa Cecilio, once again, an aggressive shot without fear from the baseline, but triggering the Hills break. Defense is getting very physical. Referees are letting it run. Wall up at the rim, nonetheless, does not stop number 13, Sophie Taggart, from getting herself to the rim. 2 more points, 83-25. Hills Hornets, in what I'm going to say, in geographical terms, a landslide. The steal by number 4, Chloe Kralinski, but number 13, Sophie Taggart, following up for the putback with the offensive rebound. The important thing is, on a fast break, teams run together, because anyone who's at the head of the fast break, they may get that shot, they may not. The point is, you run, you back them up, because they may look to dish the ball, or there may be an offensive rebound on the miss.
Hills continuing with the full court pressure.
Well, this is among the peak of New South Wales basketball, so there's no mercy rule here. It's a simple thing that you hang your hat on the stuff that has worked for you during the season, and Hills is doing that. And it shows fantastic discipline from them, that they don't look at this scoreline and change their style of play. They're looking at this scoreline and saying, this is how we got here in the first place. We stick with what we know, we stick with what we rely on. We find our identity and we stick with who we are. Number 12, Matilda Spear into the line. First of 2 free throws goes down for the Moss Vale Magic. Two from 2. There we go.
Finally.
I'm going to call that a win for Moss Vale. Let's stop the game right now. We've won the free throw shooting competition. There's another kick out. 2 wide open three-point shots for the Hills Hornets. And they still drew the foul. They got possession. Number 9, Casey Roberts, is going to be restarting from the baseline for Hills. Number 22, Rianne Roberts, takes a break. Number 20, Abby Houseman, who I would say has been the defensive surprise packet of this game, returning to the floor. Isabel Moran with the defensive rebound. Can't hang on to it. Abby Houseman with retrieving the ball. And the assist to number 6, Chelsea Lewis. (87-27) right now. 6:45 to go in this game, in this Waratah Spalding Youth Women Division 2 Grand Final. Matilda Spearin looking to penetrate. Dead ball move on the, getting herself to the rack. Nice score for 2 points. Moss Vale settling back into a shifting zone. Grace Burke with the defensive rebound. Elbows are flying, but all in good sportsmanship. Matilda Spearin once again bringing it up. Grace Burke in the assistance. That full court pressure, it's still there. Just reminding Moss Vale that fast breaks are really not an option for most of this game.
Hills continue to make a statement on this game. Another forced turnover there.
Number 13, a nice curl cut from Sophie Taggart, getting the assist, kick to her, and curling right to the rim for the layup.
Great ball movement from Hills. We've really seen that throughout the game, the unselfish nature of Hills basketball.
Phoebe Leary unable to make it from the three-point line, and once again triggering that Hills break. Number 9, Casey Roberts, getting the assist from number 6, Chelsea Lewis, running the floor together. And just for a moment, just looking at Hills, this is fun basketball to watch, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Just seeing, as I said, the ball movement, the three-point shooting, the continuous defense, still unrelenting in the full court pressure despite the scoreline.
Number 20, Abby Houseman, powering it inside. Luca Hare looking to create something. Grace Burke into Ellie Stokes, who's back on the floor, looking for that interior game. There's a stop and a fast break. Blocking foul called. Blocking foul called on number 6, Luca Hare. That's her first for the game. We got 4:41 to go. Its score is currently 93-29. The Hills Hornets, I think, very worthy champions of Division 2 of the Youth Women's in this grand final. Defensive rebound by Caitlin Stone is hard won. Blocking foul on number 13, Sophie Taggart, just stepping up into what was a blind spot for Grace Burke. Grace Burke very lucky not to get tangled up there. Referees helping out.
Leah Fowler coming to the game for number 8, Sophie King, immediately making an impact, getting a steal there.
And Leah Fowler, I mean, she's made her impact on the game. She's got her points, but she hasn't been necessarily relied upon because they've got some magnificent contributions from all over the floor for Hills. And Leah Fowler, the regular season leading scorer for the team, has just settled in to play her part and play her role, and she's doing some creating. She's attacking the rim and creating for her teammates as well. Deflection leads to a Moss Vale restart from the side. 18 left on the shot clock. Abigail Hunt in a hustle, throwing the ball up, unable to make it. Fast break once again for the Hills Hornets. Number 20, Abby Houseman. Gets her own offensive rebound. Tries from 3, tries from 2, doesn't get it. Foul called. Fouls on number 9, Casey Roberts for the Hills Hornets. It is a Moss Vale ball, and we are in the bonus for the remainder of the game. So we may see a few free throws go up over the resolution of this final 3 minutes 40 seconds of this grand final, just while they're at the free throw line. One other thing we'd like to highlight from the Basketball New South Wales initiative is Dream Hoops 1000. BNSW's Dream Hoops 1000 helps kids play basketball for the first time, no matter their financial situation. With your support, we can get 1,000 new kids on courts across New South Wales. Please donate now at www.asf.org.au/donate/dream-hoops-1000. Or maybe just look up Dream Hoops 1000 and go from there. Dream Hoops 1000 is making basketball accessible to all kids regardless of financial barriers. Please donate today. Back to the action. Caitlin Stone with the offensive rebound off the Ellie Stokes miss. Ellie Stokes off the Caitlin Stone miss. They're getting the offensive rebounds, they're just not converting at the rim.
Great ball movement inside. Unlucky on the finish.
Luca Hare triggering the break. Ellie Stokes drawing the foul. She's not giving up at this stage of the game. She was the leading scorer for Moss Vale over the course of the regular season with approximately 12.3 points per game. She's getting to the free throw line for 2 shots.
Sophie Taggart picks up her 4th foul with just under 3 minutes left to play.
First free throw goes down. Let's see if we can get a back-to-back. 2 from 2. Sorry, I'm getting a little bit excited. The score is 95-33. Hills Hornets over the Moss Vale Magic here in the grand final. Big congratulations, of course, to both teams for making it here. And we have to say congratulations to the Hills Hornets for what looks like a guaranteed victory. Alana Ellis dialing from distance. Didn't make it that time, but she has made such an impact from the perimeter in this game. Leah Fowler now triggering the break. She gets the steal, draws the foul, and gets herself to the free throw line. That is a foul on Abigail Hunt, number 7 for Moss Vale. It's going to be 2 free throws for Leah Fowler. Now let's see if Hornets can return serve with a back-to-back free throw success of their own. No.
Yeah, free throws a struggle for both teams throughout the course of the game.
I imagine you've played on these courts. Are these rims particularly tight, or?
No.
No. Okay.
I like playing on these rings.
So it's probably just the momentous occasion that is weighing down on those free throws. Offensive rebound and play from Abby Houseman once again.
Great pump fake and foul drawn. Number 9, Casey Roberts. 2 free throws to come.
Foul is on number 16, Ellie Stokes. Back-to-back free throws. Let's see if we can get them. No.
Maybe not.
Okay. It's like a video game. The free throws is the mini game within. Makes the second.
It's always the first one that misses as well.
Yeah. Well, that's the ranging shot. That's the experiment. Leah Fowler with a beautiful rainbow floater through the lane. Referees just pulling up, just getting everything right with the scoreboard. Scoreboard currently saying 97 to 33. It's saying 99 to 33. A 3-for-1 scoring ratio. This Hills Hornets team, they are putting on an absolute show.
Still playing full court defense. Love to see the effort.
Well, they've got their friends and family watching on our live stream. They want to put on a show for them. Make them proud, and they have made them proud. There's no way you can even debate that. Nice contest at the rim for Ellie Stokes. Hills Hornets gets another go. Leah Fowler from distance. Doesn't make it. Ellie Stokes is strong rebounding. She's been a strong rebounding presence through the game. She draws a foul. It is, of course, like we said, both teams in the bonus. So Ellie Stokes gets to the line to try and add to her total for the game. First one didn't go. Second one, this is coming. I'm going to say this one's coming.
Yep.
This is going to be the classical 50%. There we go.
Right on par.
I'm going to sleep well tonight. There. And the score is 99 to 34. It's no longer that 3-to-1 scoring ratio. It's back to that 3-to-1 scoring ratio.
Lee Fowler with a three-pointer to put them over the 100-point threshold.
We are being asked by Basketball New South Wales to pick players of the game after this, and I'm going to say it's a really hard choice because there's been some real standouts for the Hills Hornets today. I mean, there have been standouts for Moss Vale as well, but just with the complexion of the game, there's been some absolute Hills highlight packages here. Number 20, Abby Houseman, taking it in. Once again, defensive rebound, Ellie Stokes. 35 seconds left to go in the game. And that ball movement around the perimeter. So many people touching the ball. It's a sort of San Antonio Spurs-like offense. Number 12, Leah Fowler, dialing from distance. 20.8 seconds to go. This may be the last shot of the season. Basketball New South Wales would like to thank their official partners, New South Wales Government, GTK, Spalding, iAthletic, Soul Sports, V Insurance, PCYC New South Wales, and Sport New South Wales. That shot missed, but it looks like Moss Vale is getting one more bite of the pie. Catch for Caitlin Stone, unable to make that. Number 13, Sophie Taggart dribbling it out. You can see the joy on their faces. Look, it's been a juggernaut all season long. 12-0 in the regular season, 3-0 in the postseason. This Hills Hornets team, worthy grand final winners.
Absolutely. Domination from the start. They've probably known it for a while that this game was theirs. But they kept going, the effort was maintained throughout the game. The defensive intensity was outstanding. And as you said, we now have to select a finals MVP, which will be a difficult task.
Yes, after the coverage, you and I are going to have to sit down and really nut that out. But it is a big credit to the Hills Hornets, but also big credit to the Moss Vale Magic. Like I said, they built this team. This is the first youth women's team for the Moss Vale Magic for quite a while, and they put this team together and had a magnificent season, second in the regular season, I believe, and they've got here in the postseason. They won their semi-final. Worthy grand final appearance, but obviously the winners there currently in a circle of celebration. The Hills Hornets are the 2024 Waratah Spalding Youth Women Division 2 Grand Final champions for this year, and it's been a fantastic game. Basketball New South Wales would like to thank all the volunteers who contributed to make this weekend happen, and it's credit to all the coaches, the sponsors, the team sponsors, coaches, managers, assistant coaches, family supporters, everyone who got behind these teams. Basketball is an amazing sport, and it is really an uplifting experience. And for these players to be able to play on a stage like this, it's a great opportunity.
Absolutely.
So we would like to say a very big thank you to everyone who's been watching along with us on YouTube, on the live stream, or on catch-up. And it's a big thank you to Will Sumner, who's been providing expert commentary today. Thank you very much, Will.
Oh, good.
And
Pleasure commentating with you.
Absolute pleasure, an honour and a privilege. It's a big thank you to everyone who's followed, and be safe out there, be well, and keep hooping. And once again, if you want to find out about your opportunities for involvement as a player, as a coach, as a spectator, go to bnsw.com.au and find out opportunities to be part of this magnificent game. We'll see you later, and this is all it wrote from the Hills Hornets Stadium as we've watched a Hills Hornets grand final victory. Thank you very much.